Everybody, hello. It's Saturday. It's it's SEGA Saturday time. I forgot to adjust my chair height. But I hope you're all doing well. It's Saturday. Hope you're all having a good weekend. I'm on time today. I didn't think I was gonna be. I got I got some stories. Um, if you don't want to listen to me ramble for like 10 minutes, skip to like 10 minutes in or so. Around there. Um, just got some rambles. Some stories. So, and tell them before the ad break hit. Time. Um, yeah, hope you're all doing all right. It is Streets of Rage. Okay. So we're playing Streets of Rage 3 tonight. Played Streets of Rage 1 and 2, and then last weekend we played SCP-5K with Toto. So we're behind by I think a month in total, like 4 weeks. We've missed 4 weeks. So yeah, and I guess Streets of Rage 3 doesn't have a Twitch category. It just doesn't come up when I type in Streets of Rage in the stream category. So we're just on the retro category. Yeah, that goes. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing okay. I didn't think I was gonna be on time today. Because so my dad was like, well, get you uh he suggested I buy 100-foot Ethernet cable. Didn't need to be 100 feet, but I'd rather have more than not enough. And a modem or router, whatever it's called, the thing that a bunch of Ethernet cables can plug into. I don't I don't remember what they're called. So we spent like 2 hours setting that up. I had to drill some holes in the walls and things, and got it in my room, and we got the thing plugged in, or the modem. I'm just gonna call it modem. I don't know if it's called a modem or what. Just bear with me. um, but, we plugged in the modem, plugged in the Ethernet cables, 100-foot one that was plugged directly into the cable box or whatever it's called. The whatever. Hi, Dulo. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. How are you? Just counting today's tails. Congrats on getting first, Dulo. And he helped me set it up, but it wasn't working. It wasn't getting any internet. So, while he was looking into that, I zip tied the Ethernet cable up to the ceiling. And then it turns out that our the fiber optic box thing in the kitchen, he plugged it in the 100-foot Ethernet cable into that, and none of the ports were working. So, but we got it to work. Excuse me. We used the modem I bought, plugged in the cables into that, and then plugged that into the fiber optic box. And now I'm getting 100 megabytes or 800 megabytes per second. And before I was getting 230. So if we drop frames, it's not because of my internet. Sorry, I tabbed out. And my upload speed was like a whole gigabyte. So the stream should hopefully be okay. Hopefully. We're still only streaming at 60 FPS and things. So, but sorry. was good. Yeah, there's a couple different borders. I just like the wooden one. Okay. Apparently there is online multiplayer. What's extra? Achievements, challenges. Not much there. So that works. We got that hooked up about 30 minutes ago. Uh, so I was a little anxious that the stream would be very late tonight, but it's not. And we're okay. So, and yeah. So we're all good. I am a little tired because I have another story. Um, so last night, I guess it was technically this morning. I was having a dream, and there was like this metal clanging sound in my dream, like the sound of my air vent above my bed, like the lever on that adjusts the angle of the fins on the air vent, um, was like clinging up and down, and I woke up, and then I was like, "Huh, it must have been my dream. I don't have to listen to that anymore." And then it kept happening, and so I roll over on my back, and I'm looking up, and then it keeps going cling clang 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 clang, and then I heard like something digging, like little hands. So like, oh no, there's a rat or a mouse in the air vent. So I get up, turn my light on, and I turn on my flashlight to look in the air vent, and I can't see anything. So I go upstairs to see if anyone's awake. No one is. This is like right before 6 a.m. A couple minutes before 6. So I start texting the family group chat like, "Hey, I think there's something in my vent. Um, is sister missing a hamster? Because my sister has 3 hamsters. Um, so I was wondering. I just asked, "Oh, is sister missing? Is sister bear missing a hamster?" Sorry, I'm looking at my phone like I'm talking to you guys. I should be looking at my camera. Um, but so I just stand upstairs for a second texting, and I can hear my dad's phone going off, or maybe it's my mom's from their room, and then eventually my mom responds and goes, So she gets my dad to get out of bed. I go back downstairs because I have a plan now. Uh, I grab a cardboard box out of the laundry room, and I find a screwdriver on my dad's desk. So my plan was to unscrew the air vent and then catch whatever is in there in this cardboard box when it falls. Because at this point, I haven't looked at my phone in a while while I'm getting set up to do this. Um, and my dad comes downstairs. He's like, "It is Rosie. That's the name of my sister's hamster." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was a little relieved because before my dad came downstairs, I did see a glimpse of whatever was in the vent. Now I know it was my sister's hamster, and my sister's hamster is like black brown color, like a very muddy black color in her fur. So, and that's the color of the mouse that was sitting on my floor a couple months ago that was just sleeping or dead. I don't know. I picked him up with a t-shirt and didn't struggle at all. Anyway, it was like, great, there's another vole or something in my room. Um, and I flip the flaps open, and then I see uh, the hamster, her little hands and her snout. She's sniffing. And in my head, Rosie is smaller than she actually is because when my sister adopted her or bought her, she was just like the minimum size that they like ship them out to stores at. And so in my head, she's still really small, but in like she's actually like the size of a potato. Like she's pretty big. she's a um she's a long hair bear hamster. Um, and welcome back, fan base guys. Thank you. We'll get started in just a second. I need to finish this story. So, My sister's hamster is stuck in my air vent above my bed. So I see her, and then I get off my bed and then go to grab a screwdriver or something, and then my dad comes downstairs. Like, it is Rosie, and then this wave of relief came over me. Like, oh, it's not a giant rat. It's good because she walked across the flaps while they were open, and I didn't see a tail, like a rat tail or anything. So I was like, okay, interesting. And then my dad comes downstairs, a hamster, and my sister comes downstairs too, and she helps me get her out. I unscrew one screw, one side of the air vent, and she was very scared. She was very jumpy. Um, Eventually, my sister gets a grip on her, picks her up, and then uh, we go upstairs and put her back in her enclosure, and then all's and then she went to bed pretty soon after that. She was probably very tired. I don't know. So, um, my sister has these glass tanks as their enclosures that have the front panel opens up like a, a door. I think they're made for reptiles, but they work for hamsters. And then, so either Rosie was put in there last night, and then the door wasn't closed all the way, and she like got it to swing open, um, and then she escaped, or she somehow got the door open, and then climbed out, jumped on the floor somehow, and then climbed through my sister's vent. So, um, um, it was quite the morning, um, and so the way that the ducting is set up, the HVAC or whatever it's called, my vent, the room behind mine is the furnace room. So on the other side of one of my walls is just the furnace. So my vent, and then there's one in the other side of the basement that's closest to the air, that is basically just right next to the furnace. So my ducting goes right to the furnace, and then my parents and my sister's vent branch out of mine, like right above where my vent panel is. So the poor hamster um, escaped, went on a little adventure, climbed through the air vent because, like, oh, a tunnel, it's dark in here, it's safe. I don't know. Maybe she smelled something. Who knows? And then she traveled through the tubing, and then dropped right on top of my air vent. Probably smelled fresh air, or maybe me. I don't know. And was trying to get through the air vent. Um, Thankfully, she didn't go further left because that's the furnace. So, I was like, after we saved her, she's fine. She's completely fine. Maybe just a little dusty. You can take care of that herself. I'm laying there in bed, like thinking about this. Like, if she didn't wake me up, and then just kept going left, she would have fallen right into the furnace, and we never would have seen her again. So, um, I'm happy that she's safe and she's fine, and I'm glad she woke me up. The dream wasn't very good anyway, um, but she's okay. So, um, but my sister has three hamsters. The one that escaped is Rosie, and then she has an orange, like creamsicle colored one named Queso, and he and Rosie are very personable, and they at night when my around the time my sister gets home, they're awake, and then they're constantly trying to get out. they're like digging at the corner of the glass, trying to climb out, or like biting the door. That is any hamster does, I suppose. I don't know. They just want to get out and explore. They're very personable. They like being held. Um, they like running around the couch and stuff when they're supervised, of course. Anyway, so they just like to go everywhere. So she climbed out, and then like her cage, that her tank is not like on the floor; it's on a shelf, maybe 2 or 3 feet above the floor. So we don't know what happened. She got out, climbed through the vent, and then plopped right on top of my event, and then tried to climb through the vent. Excuse me. And thankfully made a lot of noise. But she's safe. And then I didn't go back. I didn't fall back to sleep till after 8 a.m. I was like, because I got up and then I guess I did enough movement that I killed the sleepiness in my body or something. I was probably just anxious. And I was like, oh no, if she could have just disappeared forever. But she's fine. She's okay. Anyway, thank you guys for sticking with me through the ad break. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. All right. Streets of Rage 3. There's different regions? ENJP. Here we go. Let me know if the volume's okay. Hopefully not too loud. No special. Take a screen. I don't like that. I don't like that sound. Yuzo Koshiro. Okay, 1994. We get some lore here. Axel, your father or partner. I have learned from a new friend, Dr. Zan, that the Syndicate is back with a clever new plan to take control of the city by replacing top-ranking officials with identical robots under the control of Mr. X. Our old boss, the chief of police, has disappeared, and everybody in the city is preoccupied with the recent spat of bomb explosions. I fear that the Syndicate's evil plan is already underway. Adam is too busy to help, but his brother Skate is joining Dr. Zan and me to try and get behind the bombing campaign and expose the real danger to the city. We need your help, Axel. Please come. Your partner, Blaze. Okay. It looks... There's more detail in the sprites, for sure. Okay. Wow. Those are some portraits right there. Oh my goodness. Jeez, I was not expecting that. That was kind of it was pretty, but he was a little creepy looking. It was a little unsettling. Okay. Lord. We're gonna play on easy. Give me the max lives. 5. With the volume of voice? Just make sure it's saved. Settings. Good. Okay. So we'll see if we can get to the end of this one. We're showing 18 minutes in. So we have Axel. Power, technique, speed, turn, reach. He's the most balanced. Okay. Or, you know, jack of all trades. Usually that was Axel or Blaze. He had more speed and technique and stuff. Technique, speed, and jump. This is the little brother who rides on the skateboard in the last one. And this guy's new. He's 6'7". Is he a cyborg? We're gonna go with her. Whoops. Wrong button. I pressed the back button. Are all these... Oh, okay. 4, 3. Ooh, that was close. Another few seconds and boom! Yes, we're lucky we found the bomb. What's our next move, Axel? Well, Zan was right about the bomb. Maybe he's right about the robots, too. But I'll have to see it to believe it. Let's try and get a lead from the punks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you don't believe me, Axel. But there's no time to waste. Let's go. Stage 1, start. And she's wearing white this time instead of red. Wonder where that is. Okay, before we start, let me put up an epilepsy warning. These old SEGA games tend to have lots of flashing lights and colors, and pretty rough on the eyes, at least mine. Pin this. Manually unpinned. There we go. All right. Okay. Where's the background? All right. Hopefully the volume's okay. Hopefully it's not too loud. But yeah, she's not wearing red this time. I don't know why that is. Okay. So it's gonna be a bit of a relearning. Not like I was never very good. All right. Oh goodness. Okay. Is easy actually easy? I would not mind that. They got cool outfits. I couldn't run. You're a few minutes early. How did you grab me? Leave me alone. Susie. Alright, Susie. That joke, what did the ocean say to the beach? Thanks for all the sediment. Geology joke. Okay, so when they grab you, you have to jump. Alright, we're learning. Come on. Except that jump, but we can't jump out of that. Chicken. Okay, we can run. We can run now. Okay. No night for you, sir. Alright. But how are you, Curtain Rat? How you doing? He's got a gun! Okay. Just jump. Somebody was playing Subnautica. I see. No, you don't. Get out of here. Okay. Katana. Okay, I don't mind easy mode. This is much more enjoyable. Oops. Okay. Hate the water, but at least those heroes more chill with monster models. Sheesh. These goobers. Okay. The frames seem to be a little more forgiving in this one. I like that the enemy silhouettes have largely stayed the same. Okay, so our back attack is a sweep. Chicken. One shot one of them. Ooh. So far, the easy mode in this game is much more forgiving. Right now, I'm sure the game gets more difficult. Ugh. Alright. Points. Ow. Electra, okay. Those names stayed the same. This is the bad guy from the end of the second game. Ow. Okay. What the heck is that? Recovery time. Oh no! That's a life lost. How do you break that grab? Ow. Ugh. Great. More jetpack, guys. Okay. Stage 1 clear. I can't believe it. No one told me a thing. Wasting time fighting these punks. Thinking I have an idea where to go. I hope you're right. Stage 2 start. Yeah. Flying axe? Oh. That's a freaking grenade. Okay. Ow! What the? Oh, does it just blow up after a while? Okay. Whoa. See that? I did like a cool, fancy kick. And I ran. Okay. Is that a freaking kangaroo? And a jester? Ow. Just hitting me. I'm hitting him at all. Okay. Whew. Dance. Goodness! Holy seizure, Batman. Alright. Nice. Okay. What? Fine. Okay. Whoa. Guys, see that? I did like an air punch. Whew. Okay. Hey, Teto. Thanks for being here. How you doing? Ugh. Okay. second. Okay, this is the first boss. Okay, these ladies again. Ow. Okay. Okay. That's what that does. I don't know if there's a way to dodge that. Okay. Ugh. Okay, what's the gimmick here? At least there's no... Ow! There's no time limit, at the very least. I don't know what my recourse is there. I don't know what my recourse is. Okay. Full fire hurts me. Use it too much. The meter. Sheesh. This is easy mode? Ugh. I just don't understand. Okay, I hit him with a soul fire, or whatever the crap it's called. It is. This is easy mode. So, in the second game, the trick was you had to let them walk up behind you. And I don't think there's a way to dodge that. Okay, I've at least gotten through their first health bar. Ow. We might game over. Maybe. There's a pretty decent chance we do. Come on. Hit them. Come on. You told me, you jerk. Alright, that's Mona's dead. We killed one of them. Ugh. Ugh. Come and inspect the building of our new mall. Knew this place was linked with the syndicate. We interrupt this program for an important announcement. The chief of police has been kidnapped. The last person seen with him was ex-cop Axel Stone. What? I haven't seen him for over 6 months. Coming at this time, the loss of such a senior city figure can only mean further mayhem if more bombs explode. I think this means trouble. Excuse me, let's get to the construction site. How are you, Toto? How you doing? No extra life. Oof. These guys don't breathe fire anymore? No? Into the hole with you! Ow. Get out of here. Oh, okay. Come on. Ooh. Ow. What? Yeesh. Like that, Carlos. Playing through Lego games, nice. Whew. Dude, what the frick is this level? Even my ult wasn't out. This is stupid. Ugh. That's just made to eat lives. That's all that is. That's stupid. It's frick. Okay. Run an elevator. Okay. Whew. That guy's got a pipe. No, okay. Like a decent use of that, I guess. Hey, Ray. Rage! There we go. Ooh. Ugh. Oh, okay. Okay. Chicken. It's robot version of Axel. Oof. Oof. Ugh. Who was a robot? Okay, that's an extra life. Robot that looked just like me! So, it seems you're right, Dr. Ann. Now tell us why you're helping us. Robot nearly killed us. How do we know this isn't a trap? The playable character. It may be a trap, but I didn't set it. Skate, how can you accuse Dr. Zan? Without his help, we wouldn't know anything. We would know nothing. I trust Dr. Zan. Please apologize to him. Stop arguing. Look over here. Excuse me. Right. This concealed door has been used recently. Stage 4 start. We're on 3 lives now. Let me go. Okay. Oh, okay. I guess we use our ult to get the holds like that, I guess. Okay. And it saved me from getting hit by the thing. Dodged it. Yippee. Oh. Thank you for the raid zone, Phoenix. Thank you. Hold on. Okay. Thank you for the raid square. Thank you. How'd it go? Hopefully a good stream. Gotta make sure I spell this right first try. There we go. Please go follow Phoenix, please. They're very sweet. Give them a follow, please. I think I spelled that right. I think I did. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. If you don't know me, I'm Ketchup the Bear, your local Teddy variety streamer. I do ASMR streams every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. We do handcam ASMR on Sundays. And the rest of the week we play games. So far the game rotation, the games in rotation right now. On Mondays we play Sonic Mania. Tuesdays are Monster Hunter. We might play Halo on Tuesday because I got that itch, but we'll see if I remember to scratch it. And every Thursday we play Baldur's Gate 3. And every Saturday we play an old Sega game like this. Um, this is Sega Saturday 45. Um, out of 55, we have 10 weeks left. So this will probably take us into January, and then we'll be done. Hi TJ, thank you for coming with the raid. Thank you. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I had me and my dad tried to do some internet stuff today. I bought 100. He had me buy 100 foot. He suggested I buy a little modem thingy that a bunch of Ethernet cables plug into. I don't actually know what they're called. And a 100 foot Ethernet cable. We tried to get that to work, and wasn't working because our um, fiber optic box are over on the kitchen wall. The ports don't work in that, so I can't plug directly into it. Um, but we had a fix. My dad used the modem I bought to do a fix. So I'm getting 800 megabytes per second when I used to be getting 230, and my upload speed is like a gigabyte. So um, shouldn't take 5 hours to install the Master Chief Collection. um, but I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. So Phoenix, thank you for the raid swear. Thank you. What Halo we're starting with. Well, I got the itch to play because of the Combat Evolved remake announcement. Um, so probably just Combat Evolved. Um, I don't. That's the game I have an itch to play. That game, Combat Evolved, was my comfort game for a while. I'd boot it up and then I'd turn my brain off and just play. It was basically muscle memory at that point. I haven't played in at least a year. It probably longer. Um, I've played the Halo games many times. Um, Combat Evolved is probably my most replayed game. Probably. um, I know it's been a while, but I used to know the path through the Pillar of Autumn, the first level, by like the back of my hand, because in the Master Chief Collection they added like dailies and things to get Spartan points to buy cosmetics. There was no microtransactions in MCC besides the DLC of the games themselves. So, um, yeah, so I would just do those. Like it'd be like play 3 levels in Combat Evolved or Halo Reach. So I would just do Pillar of Autumn 3 times. I got my time down. I think the fastest I did it was like like 8.5 minutes, maybe close to 8 minutes. Like I would just go. um, so I love Combat Evolved to death. And I have streamed it before, like 2 years ago, before one of our celebration streams. It'll be weird because I don't know if I'm gonna play with keyboard and mouse. I probably will because um the PS4 controller is very comfortable, but they're not these triggers are not made to be held down for extensive amounts of time. Lasso mode, no death, probably never. But thank you for the raid show, Phoenix. Thank you, sweetheart. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. If you enjoy the content, please consider giving us a follow. It'd mean a lot. We are really close to 930 followers. Thank you for coming with the raid, CJ. Thank you. I appreciate that lots. Oh, there's the ad break. Ad break starts about 5 minutes. Just heads up. I'm following Jeff, right? I am. Okay. I'll make sure. Had to make sure. But it'll be a good stream show, Phoenix. Thank you for the raid, sir. Thank you. We're playing some Streets of Rage 3 tonight. I've beaten Streets of Rage 1 and 2. They were a pain in the butt. This one's a little less so. Easy mode in this game feels easy. So far, there was the Mona Lisa boss sucked. That took a while. And we're only in chapter 3, I think. So got a ways to go. Let me know if the volume's okay, by the way. No one said anything. So I imagine it's okay. Dummy. Whew. So I'm just a little worried that if I stream Halo, I won't talk very much because Halo was always my brain off, relaxed game. So I don't know how it's gonna go when we stream it, but we'll see. Oh, shoot. My bad. Thanks, game. I appreciate it. Chicken! What? Okay. Are you dead? No. Oh, I thought... Okay. I did hit them. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, you can roll? Oh my goodness. Still alive. I don't know if that hit her at all. No idea. Thank you, Half-Life Heart. Okay. Ooh! Ninjas. Oh, okay. I can go up in there. Ow. Dude, what is this hitbox? What is this hitbox? Oh my goodness. Ugh. Ow. Thanks for doing that, guys. I appreciate it. Woo. Can't jump over it. Can I not come in here? got a katana! Whew. Hi, Ninetail. They dead? Dead. Ow. We took a lot of damage there, hold on. Are you up? Okay. Ow. Is Muramasa the cart? Ow. Okay. That level was weird. Interesting. He's invisible. Is this the new version of Qua? Okay. Boss list be Shadow Warrior game. Maybe. It could be very similar. It's been a hot second. Throws do a lot of damage. Magic. Ow. Uncalled for, sir. Whoa. Oops. Okay, that didn't connect at all. Okay. Oh no, that was like a big cyborg robot samurai, I think. At least the first Shinobi game we played. We had to like hit his head or something. There's no time limit, at least in this game. So, that's nice. Down to the last one. Okay. Okay. Ow. Okay. What happened there? Okay. Oof. Okay, that guy was pretty straightforward for the most part. Oof. Okay. Almost to another extra life. This must be the Syndicate's hideout. Recognize this place, Zan? No, I've never been here before. Let's press on and see what we find. Stage 5, start. Ooh. There's a 1-up. Alright. Those guys aren't too tough if you force them into a corner like that somehow. Okay. Oh. A pink one! Oh no! That hurt. But okay. The bubblegum flavored henchman? Yep. Apple! Okay, they roll now. That didn't hit anybody. Give me that. Dwight? Alright, Dwight. Okay, worked out. Are we done here? Alright. Oh. You guys just standing in the elevator this whole time? What are you guys doing? Ugh. So these guys can block. They can cheat. They get to cheat. Alright. Not this elevator. This is reused from the second game. Let me go! How fortuitous. Land there. Ugh. Oh. Oh. It does so much damage. Whew. Oof. Alright. Over here already? Mr. X! I don't know why I said it like that. Welcome to my humble abode. I don't know why he has this one. I've been expecting you for some time. Tell me, Axel, what kept you? Enough of your games, what's going on? I am replacing the current city administration with some more dependable subjects. Starting with the chief of police. What have you done with him? Relax, he is in a safe. awaiting your rescue attempt. Why don't you come and join me? Okay, that's how we break the crabs. We have to, whatever. Corner. Oh, you don't. It's a robot version. Yep. Ow. What the? Okay. I don't know if this is the end of the game, but okay. And electrocute his body. Oh. I guess. Alright. Stage 5. Yeah, we're only halfway through the game. Excuse me. Oh, is that the end of the game? We'll find out. Have me put in my initials. Oh. All that effort and he only defeated my stand-in. You have not discovered the location of my hostage. And will I have him? Axel is thought to be a criminal. Play this game like a beginner. You'll have to do better than this to defeat Mr. X. Must try harder, friends. Can't let this maniac take control of the city. Okay. This is around the time we would finish the other ones. The end? Question mark. I'm okay with calling this the end. I don't mind. I'm okay with that. BTB. Unless you just have to like beat it super fast. I don't know. It seems uh maybe that's why it doesn't have a Twitch category, because of that. I don't know. Wait, exposition. Alright. Well, that was Streets of Rage 3. Well, I think that was nice. I can definitely see why people say that they like 4, because there's 3's kind of not very long. But we did play on easy. Maybe that's why. Um, they didn't reuse a bunch of bosses and then make them just regular enemies, which the first and second game did, and was awful. I did not like that. We did see one of the jetpack guys at in the first chapter. He picked up the guy with black hair and the red bandana. Um, but try harder as and get better score. I have no idea. I don't really care. So next week is the first day of November. That's Saturday, the day after Halloween, is Super Thunderblade. We have Sword of Vermilion and then another Shinobi game. So November, I guess I can look at my calendar. Let's see. We have 5 Saturdays next, then 4 December. So that's games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so SEGA Saturdays will go into the new year, into January, the first week of January. First week, Saturday of. So, yep. Cool. One of these is Virtua. Yeah, Virtua Fighter 2. So that'll be interesting. But SEGA Saturdays are going to end with Wonder Boy and Monster World. I don't know if that's a good one to end it on, but that's what's happening. I'm kind of excited for another Shinobi game. Kind of. I think we played 2. Shinobi 3, and then Shadow Dancer was a Shadow Dancer is a Shinobi game. And then there's Shinobi 3 Return of the Ninja Master. Shadow Dancer I liked a lot. I recall liking it a lot. More than Shinobi 3, so we'll see what Revenge of the Shinobi is like in a couple weeks. Yeah, that's Streets of Rage 3. Overall, I think the sprite work was much better. It was much better. I think all of the enemy types were revisited, besides like the mini bosses, like the jetpack guys and stuff. Which I imagine maybe there's more of the game. I don't know. I don't care to play more. I've had my fill. It had me input my initials, so we don't get. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I think overall, like 3 is probably my favorite. Has been my favorite to play because it seems the most fleshed out. 1 was just uh annoying. 2 was a little better than 1, but had some really, really nasty boss fights that were just not fun at all. The worst one in this game was Mona Lisa. Um, and then there was the yeah, that was the that was probably the hardest boss fight. Hi Mercury. Hi sweetheart, how you doing? Oh, I had the blush on this whole time. Whoops. Whoopsie. There we go. Please go follow Mercury if not already. He's very sweet. He's a fellow boy of the femme variety. He's playing through Pokemon GA. I was um mousing through uh his most recent VOD, and he saw a shiny Esper, but he saw it like right before it faded into nothingness, like it just unloaded the shiny Esper, and he saved when he saw it, and then it just ran behind a hedge and disappeared. And he reloaded like 3 times, and it didn't even give him time to like pull up the thing and throw the ball before the Esper was gone. It was so it was terrible. It was terrible. Why would the game do that to you? No, no. Oh, that hurt. That really hurt. Anyway, but please go follow Mercury. Please, if you're not already. He also does TCG content, and he posts things on Blue Sky. He's very cute. Um, he's very sweet. Please give him a follow. And I remembered to post things on yesterday. I remember to do it. So, want to see mine? You can look on Blue Sky and Twitter. Yeah, on a luck. I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, please go follow Mercury. It's good to see you, Mercury. Hope you're having a good weekend. We just finished Streets of Rage 3 question mark. Um there might be more, but I've had my fill. I will have a shiny Alpha Steelix on your team. Yes, you will. My first shiny I ever saw or and caught was a shiny Drapion in Pokemon Y. I was just walking through the grass, and then a shiny Drapion showed up. Sorry, voice crack. And then, um, I found a shiny Magikarp by fishing in like the starter town, the town where you get your starter, where like you meet all your friends at the cafe or whatever. So, and then I got a bunch through the Ultra Wormhole mini game in Ultra Moon. The thing drops shinies pretty generously, but only if like a select, a small group of Pokemon. There's Chansey or Blissey. So anyway, what do you guys want to do now? What shall we do now? I don't think Aries here. Um, we could. Let me see. Let me see if anything needs an up. Um, nope. Okay. Um, well, we could play some Muse. No, I don't know if I have a Muse Dash counter set up. Mm, okay. Poll. What to do 30. Power Wash Sim? Pro. Wait, Wobble Dogs, I guess. Maybe? think I need to update Minecraft. I have a Katamari game installed. I have Katamari Damacy Rerolls installed. Just mess around in Katamari for a bit. Want Katamari. We'll do a 1-minute poll. Here you go. There's additional votes are allowed, but there are 100 dust bunnies per additional vote. Balatro, Power Sim, Wobble Dogs, and Katamari. First shiny you ever found was in the OG Diamond. Doing the side task crawl out of the cave. Didn't figure out how double battles. You're like 8, but you didn't know how to catch it. Oh no. Was it Geodude? Ah. I've never played a Gen 4 game. I guess the closest to a Gen 4 game I've played is Pokemon Rumble. That had Gen 4. Could connect to Diamond and not Platinum. Too bad. And maybe Soul Silver and Heart Gold. Maybe. Oh no, Pokemon Rumble, and then I'm thinking my Pokemon Ramp. Katamari. Okay. Kato contributed 500 channel points. All right, we'll play some Katamari for a bit. We beat the game, but we'll just mess around. Maybe try the bear level a couple times. All right, the game's going to be loud on boot up, so just maybe turn down your volume a smidge, because the game is very loud. Oops. Oh. I might have gotten rid of the capture. I think I did. Okay, give me one moment. Give me one moment. Game capture. Mario. Okay. Window. Don't capture cursor. Working? No. Not working. It doesn't want to capture. Why? Why? Oh, I already have a Katamari capture. Move. Why aren't... It's so loud. I'm so sorry. Why isn't it working? Why not? It's so loud. I'm so sorry. Goodness. I don't know why it's not capturing. There's a capture. Weird. Okay, do I need to try a window capture? Move this. Let's try a window capture. Oh, yes. Well, Okay, I don't know why it's... I think it's broken. I don't know. Katamari is not... It's just not behaving right now. It's just not. See you again. Okay. I don't know why that's not working. Sorry. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, we'll try some Power Wash Sim. Don't know what's going on there. It was working fine before, but that was before I upgraded to Windows 11. So maybe something with that broke it. Who knows? I don't. Oops. I don't need... All right, let's try Power Wash Sim. We go ramble for a little bit. If you ever played Gen 4, you play Platinum and that and Legends Arceus skip really thought it was running pro. Yeah, I know people Platinum is often lauded as the best Pokemon game. I have no idea. I haven't played it. I'm inclined to believe them, but I have no idea. So Gen 4 has always been one of my blind spots. All right, where's Power Sim? No update. All right. Hopefully this works. If it does. Okay. Continue. Good job. Is it capturing? Can you guys see the game? Yes? Okay. Cool. Tab highlights 30. Build 30. Oh. There we go. This one. 30. Okay. So, I didn't talk about it yesterday because I was busy making a D&D character, but they did announce the CE remake, the very poorly kept secret of the CE remake. And I can see why they didn't show it off at during what is now just Summer Games Fest season. No E3 anymore, because it seems like a very early build. So a lot of the problems I have with it will hopefully be fixed by the time it releases sometime next year at some point. Because the CE Combat Evolved Anniversary is just a terrible remaster or remake. It's a remaster. It's just it's terrible. It doesn't have any of the atmosphere of the original, and things and the sounds are all off. And those are the problems I have with this remake. I really hate the sound of that they gave the pistol. It sounds terrible. Yeah, I was hoping. One of the things I was wondering if they would adapt the Flood novel, the the only Halo game, the only novel that adapts a Halo game, the Flood. If they would do that, maybe, because that would be really interesting. Um, but that's I think that's a little too ambitious for them at this point. Um, like my biggest problem is a lot of the models are just Halo Infinite models, and those models look great. Like I really like the Infinite Elites. Of course, we haven't seen the whole game, but I'm really hoping that they change the Needler model to what it looks like in Combat Evolved, because the Combat Evolved Needler model is my favorite. I think it's the best looking Needler we've ever gotten. Really. Um, like it's so good. I love that Needler. And the pistol, it needs more punch. It's shooting um penetrative explosive rounds. It needs to go poof poof. Like it's a hand cannon. It needs to sound like one. And right now it reminds me of the sound that silenced Magnum in Halo 5 make. The chink 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 chink. Like it's yeah. Yeah. The assault rifle sounds okay, and they need to give the assault rifle 60 rounds. I don't know what they're doing giving it 32. It needs the 60 rounds. Unless, of course, they put the SMG in the game, but I don't know. Apparently, they put the needle rifle, and the battle rifle in it, which I don't know how I feel about that. Not yet, anyway. But overall, the Chief's suit looks so good. It's incredible. The cutscenes are freaking gorgeous. Well, not on the level of Blur cutscenes, of course, from Halo 2 Anniversary and Halo Wars 2. Um, they're still really nice. The 4-player co-op is really cool, and split screen, which if this game wasn't split screen, that would I think that would have killed it immediately. At least for any enfranchised Halo player or anyone who knows Halo, because Halo 5 didn't have split screen, and then that was like the worst decision ever. There were a lot of bad decisions in Halo 5. Split screen is definitely up there. And then they're like, okay, going forward, every Halo game will have split screen co-op, and then Halo Infinite goes into development hell, and then they cancel split screen co-op. So I don't know, and it is being a Halo fan is kind of rough. The games are still fun. Like I played the heck out of Halo 5 when I was in high school. I don't know how many hours I have in it, but I played it enough that I unlocked every piece of armor and helmet, every armor set and helmet. Almost all the requisition things. I think I have all of those, but maybe the super strong spanker and the fancy phaeton. But overall, I think it's okay. I just want to be excited for a new Halo game. Like Halo Infinite's hype cycle was rough. was announced in what, 2018, and didn't come out till 2021. Yeah, 2021. And so I've been like, I graduated high school, and then the game was announced, and then the pandemic. Yeah, like it was rough. Like I remember playing it for the first time because they released the multiplayer early to celebrate Halo's anniversary, Halo's birthday, or 20th birthday, or whatever, right? And I remember playing it, and it didn't feel real. Like the last time I played a new Halo game was Halo 5 when I was in maybe 10th grade. Um, like it'd been forever. So like, just the thought of a new Halo game is exciting in itself, but I'm hoping that there's stuff that they change. Specifically, the sounds and some of the character models. The grunts are fine, um, but I really want the classic Marines with their metal armor and the green visor over one eye. They're just using infinite models, which the biggest problem with the CE Combat Evolved Anniversary was that they just used reach assets. So um, didn't make a ton of new models for Anniversary, which is fine. They needed to get something out the door, but I'm hoping that we get new assets. Um, yeah. I wish the hunters had their classic cannon with the like green box on them instead of the needler looking one, which that one is still cool. I just wish they had that. Used to touch Halo 5 again. I played it a lot because I was in school. I was still in high school, and that's what all my friends were playing. That and Master Chief Collection. We played a lot of custom games, and I wanted some of the cool armor in that game, and I would play for like 2 hours every day after school, and to get gold rack packs to unlock stuff. Took me maybe half a year to a year to get to everything. Can you imagine how the monks would have felt if they returned to find their temple completely caked in cow excrement? I would be upset. Back to Halo 5 didn't seem so bad until it did. Yeah, like, I mean, for anyone, you'd see it as a sign, right? Like, Halo 5 was the first Halo game that was releasing when I was a fan. Like when I was playing Halo, my first Halo game was Combat Evolved on our family computer because my dad had it for Windows. Um, so I only had Combat Evolved for like a handful of years, and I didn't finish it for like a year because the flood scared the crap out of me. So I would play through Pillar of Autumn to Guilty Spark, and then start a new profile, and then play through the beginning of the game to Guilty Spark because the flood scared me so bad. And then eventually I did beat it. And then my dad got us Halo 2 for Windows. In like 20, it was before we had an Xbox, so like maybe 2012, maybe like the 2010s, and I beat Halo 2 in a week, and that cliffhanger hurt, man. Halo 2's cliffhanger hurt. So before I played Halo 2, my only experience with Halo was Combat Evolved and Reach. So I had like no idea what happened after Combat Evolved. I knew what happened before and during it, but not what happened afterwards. And then my dad got us Halo 2 for the PC, and I I played the crap out of that too. Um, I beat it in a week, and I replayed it a ton. Um, so yeah, I didn't play Halo 3 until me and my brother pooled our funds when we were in junior high to buy an Xbox. I might have been in high school at that point, maybe. And Halo 3 was really cool. It still is. But Halo 5's, I was super excited for Halo 5. Like, they set up, like, Chief is gonna fight this new Spartan guy, and he's evil now, question mark. And then the most they did with that, they had a terrible fist fight. That was it. Obviously, because during Halo 5's development, they overhauled the story and did not have the budget or foresight to change any of the marketing um, at all. Anyway, I just want to be excited. Yeah, it was terrible. It was so it was so bad. Very disappointing, especially because they were building up this Locke and Chief rivalry in the marketing. So you're like, okay, when are they? When Locke is looking for the Chief. Locke's kind of conflicted because Chief's a war hero, saved humanity like 3 or 4 separate times. And even Buck was like, in one of the cutscenes, Buck's like, they're gonna hate us for this, right? And Locke's like, a job's a job, Buck. So I don't know. There was a lot of I see nowadays I see 343's Halo games kind of like Disney's Star Wars trilogy, where the first one is like kind of cool because they're going back to it and they set up all this stuff, and then the second one is good in its own right in some cases, right? But largely like drops a lot of the plot points from the first game or the first film, and then the third one just completely forgets that the first two even really existed. Um, uh, it simply they did not have a plan going into it, or if they did, their plan sucked. And in Halo 5's development, they had to overhaul the story at least once. Um, you can tell if you watch the marketing. And the marketing for Halo 5 was really good. There was the Hunt the Truth podcast campaign thing that set up like all this intrigue. Like Chief was seen at like some embassy with St. Healy and humans, and he apparently assassinated somebody even though he showed up to save him. He was framed and all this stuff. Like it was really cool, like cool espionage thriller stuff. Like the guy that the main character of the podcast is like digging, and then yeah, I haven't actually watched it myself, but um, anyway, it's just kind of disappointing. I just want, but the game's played. Besides, I do not like to play Halo 4. Halo 4 gives me a headache. I don't like playing Halo 4. Um, and I've played through the Halo 5 campaign at least 3 times. Maybe more than that. But it's just, and there are cool set pieces in Halo 5, like the beginning of that level when you're like turn on your magnet boots and you're running down the spine of a guardian. That's really cool. That's really cool. And the levels on St. Helios are really fun. they're gorgeous, really. Yeah, there was just a lot with Halo 2, or Halo 5. Wasn't great, but I played the heck out of it. I think Halo 5 is fun. It's a good, it plays good overall. But the rec system sucks, and yeah. But I'm like, yeah, they might bring it to Steam. It's definitely not going in the MCC. Um, Halo 5's file size, at least on my Xbox, last time I remember, Halo 5 is a bigger file size than MCC, or at least maybe half the size of MC. And they would have to port that over, all the multiplayer stuff, and like hundreds of armor sets and helmets, and then figure out how you unlock them, and then they would have to put the rec system in the game. Just want it in your collection and put it on once here. Yeah. And like custom games in Halo 5 were no slouch. There was some really cool stuff done with that. Uh One of the like most stressful moments playing Halo was in that custom game mode, where I think it was just called Minotaur's Maze or something like that. It was a variant of Infection, where the map was this giant maze with really tall walls, and one player would spawn in the center, surrounded by minotaurs or mantises. Sorry, mantis mechs, and they would hop in the mantis and then walk around the maze hunting the other players who are just Spartans. And you have a magnum with one magazine. So like you have to hide, and the mantis, when it's walking near you, it shakes your camera, and it's kind of loud, and it's stressful because you're like you have to hide from them, and then when they see you, you gotta run, and it's stressful. Oh, excuse me. It's really cool. It was really cool. Someone made it like a wave defense mode, um, by putting mantises in their variants on like this thing where they would spawn in waves, and you were in like a bunker and you would shoot them, and then as you got through waves you would unlock rec points or whatever levels, and then you would spend those to unlock weapons, power weapons and variant power weapons. Like it was really cool. Like there's a lot of cool stuff done with Halo 5's Forge and custom games, for sure. Yeah, I just kind of think of 343's games like similar to uh, Disney Star Wars films, where there's some cool parts. Like there's definitely cool parts of The Last Jedi, The Force Awakens, and I have not seen Episode 9 at all. I have no interest to. Um, and there's cool set pieces in that too, right? I'm sure. Babu Frick is cute. Just goes, wahey! Those are really, like, one of the parts of Disney's trilogy I like is that they use puppets. That's really cute. I'm glad they did that, because it's part of what Star Wars is, but Babu Frick is the best character in the series. Yeah. And they're like an actually kind of cool little alien guy design. There's a lot of the ones in Disney's trilogy are just like some variation of, you know, but not super fancy or um, expensive looking, I guess is the word I'm looking for. a ranger lady was kind of random, but Babu stole the show. Oh, the lady with the gold helmet. Oh, I have played Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, and I did the episode 9 levels. I was working on them. So I know some of what happens in the movie. That game is good though. I do like the Skywalker Saga. It's cool. That's clean. On base, so dirty. But like, they're actually very similar in that the first one sets up some stuff. Halo 4 has a pretty good, I think, has a nice emotional beats with Cortana and Chief. It does. I think the head writer or something like that said in like a interview at a convention that at the time his mother was going through uh, dementia stuff, and he put that uh, he channeled that into Cortana's arc in that game, and you can definitely tell, um, for sure. And then in Halo 5, I don't know if it's because they're like, well, shoot, what do we do now? Because they killed the Didact. Who's the bad guy now, right? So they made Cortana the bad guy. Um, and you could say that it's not like actual Cortana because she had to split herself into a bunch of pieces to, deal with to trap the Didact so we could put the worst grenade in his chest piece and then he explodes, right? And falls into the void. You could say that this evil Cortana in Halo 5 is like a fragment of Cortana that found the domain and then was like, I'm gonna save everybody by being evil. You could think of it that way. But it really undermines that emotional gut punch in Halo 4, which is one of the best parts of Halo 4 is Chief and Cortana's, uh, you know, all that in Halo 4. Probably the best part of the game. And then in Halo Infinite feels like the third act of a 3-act story where we have the beginning, the middle, and then in Halo Infinite we just play through the end of it. Like, we miss Cortana blowing up the home planet of the brutes or something, and then Atrioc getting really mad at Cortana, um, and then whatever happens with the UNSC Infinity above the ring, um, Installation 08. They really wasted the potential of letting us explore Installation 08 because that's where the Didact did stuff with making ancient humans stupid and primitive again, and then doing experiments on them to make the Prometheans and flood experiments. Like, they really missed out. Like, I remember when they announced it was Installation 08, and everybody went nuts. We're like, oh my goodness, we're gonna see flood fragments and ancient human stuff. Not really. We didn't really do that. Anyway, I am excited. I'm hopeful for this CE remake. I just want to have fun with Halo again. Um, yeah. Because when I got into Halo, when I started playing Combat Evolved, I was in elementary, maybe 6th grade, and Halo 4 was out by then. It was 2011 into 2012. That school year. So sixth grade was 2010 into 2011 school year. So maybe it came out when I was in junior high. Maybe? No. Because I remember I was asking a friend, because I had friends in elementary that talked about Halo all the time at recess. And I didn't know what they were talking about because I only had Combat Evolved. And I was like, oh yeah, this Halo 5 out yet? And they're like, no, you're thinking of Halo 4. Oh, okay. So, yeah. It's, my experience with Halo, I guess, is, oh no, what actually, how I started playing Halo was, my grand aunt and uncle, gift for one of my birthdays gave me a Halo Mega Block set. Is the Arctic Wolverine set with the two purple hunters, and I didn't know what it was. I don't know why they. um, I'm pretty sure they were the ones that gave it to me for my birthday. I don't remember what birthday that was. It was either my 10th or 11th birthday. And then I didn't know anything about Halo, and then my dad was like, "Yeah, there's guys in it," and it's one of the Halo War sets. So the Marine has that face wrap, like the mask with the sunglasses, and I think my dad thought it was an ODST because I was looking at it. And he's like, "Oh yeah, those guys are called Hill Jumpers," and I was like, "There's a bad word in their name." Oh no. Um, and then my dad was like, "Hey, do you want to play Halo?" I set it up on the computer or whatever, and then I did, and I put the crap out of it. And then when I was like really little, not really really little, but I was little. It was when I was still pointing at things with my middle finger, and my dad would be like, "No, you can't do that. I know you do it because it's just the muscles in your hand tell you to do that. But it's bad to point with that finger, son." So I'd be like, "Okay," because my dad would play games on the computer downstairs with the old CRT monitor and Windows XP, and I would sit under the desk and play with my toys or whatever because I just liked spending time with my dad. Um, and I remember he was playing Halo, and I didn't know he was playing Combat Evolved. I just remembered he was playing game with purple walls, and then there's this big green monster. Um, and then it didn't. It took me a long time to realize that was the keys level of Combat Evolved that I had this memory of, because it was a little scarring. Well, I guess it didn't scare me, affect me too much, but I remembered purple walls, big green monster. Um, yeah. Anyway, that was my first experience with Halo when I was like 7. I was very little. Um, it was definitely before I was baptized, so it was before I was 8. Um, and then my grand aunt and uncle got me a Halo Mega Block set. And my dad was like, "Hey, that's Halo. There's Hell Jumpers in it. That guy's a Hell Jumper." When he was just a Marine, but my dad didn't know that. And then my dad let me play Combat Evolved, and it was scary. Um, so my experience with Halo is, I guess, similar to Pokemon in that I had never played Pokemon, but I knew about it because of uh, I think I had seen the first Pokemon movie, and I have an older cousin who I don't know if he still is, but he was very into Pokemon at the time, and this is like Gen 3 era. The Gen 3 games were the newest one at the time. So I thought get the whole thing cleaned off. Say the Twister gave the temple some kind of sacred hose down instead. Secret little miracle just between the two of us. Future shooter war thing everybody can start with once we shifted from human part to blood sci-fi spooks you were hooked. Yeah, it's a very effective pivot halfway through the game. I think the second half of Combat Evolved still hasn't aged the best in that it reuses a bunch of locations, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But yeah, it's a very good. It's terrifying. They ease you into it with the helmet cam footage of Jenkins. Like it's very effective. But I'd only known about Pokemon through Pokemon cards that I got for one of my birthdays. I still have some of those, and from what my cousin told me about when we would play in the backyard at my grandparents' house, right? And my dad was like, he didn't like sit me down. But he's like, "You want to play Pokemon?" Because, my cousin talked about it a lot. It's little monsters. Who doesn't like little monsters? So my dad showed me his Game Boy Color. It's a cosmic purple Game Boy Color and Pokemon Yellow. So he kind of showed me how to play and then let me play. And so my first Pokemon game was Yellow, was Gen 1. But I was like maybe 7 or 8. And then the other Pokemon game my dad had was Leaf Green. So the only Pokemon I knew were the originals. And even then I didn't know all of them. So I didn't play a Pokemon game outside of Gen 1 till I got a 3DS. Me and my brother got a 3DS for Christmas one year. And we both got my brother got Pokemon Black 2, and I got Pokemon White 2. And that was my first Pokemon game outside of Gen 1. Besides maybe Pokemon Rumble, I've probably played Pokemon Rumble. A lot of Pokemon Rumble by then. Yeah, that was really exciting. I still have yet to beat Pokemon Black 2 or Pokemon White 2. I think I'm at the Elite Four now in my current playthrough. I think. Yeah, my my experience with Halo and Pokemon, they're pretty similar. But I only know like the beginning, and then I jump through a bunch of games. I play Combat Evolved, and then my cousins, some of my cousins on my dad's side, got a 360, and we played Reach a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I spent too much energy when I was younger being mad about Halo 5 and its problems. I just want to be happy. I just want to enjoy something. So I do have problems with what I've seen of the remake, but I'm hoping they change some of them, because I hope they do. If they don't, oh boy. clean. Good. Yeah. I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it's good. It looks like fun. Um my it's just my biggest problem with it at this point. The sounds they used and that a lot of the models are just from pulled from Halo Infinite. So I'm hoping we get some original assets that look like Combat Evolved. We need the Combat Evolved Marine designs. We need those. But Chief himself looks really good. He looks really good. They did a good job with Chief. Probably the best looking Mark V armor design we've gotten since maybe Reach. Probably Reach. So, oh, of the anniversary. Because um, they made a Mark V armor set for Halo 5, but it looks terrible. Like it's just bad. It's so bad. It was the armor I wanted to unlock in Halo 5, and the reason I grinded so hard to get all the cosmetics, because I was just like, okay, I'm going to do this till I get the Mark V suit, because I want it, because the Mark V, the Mark V is my favorite armor. And then I got it. It was the last piece of armor I got, or around the last piece of armor I got. And I was like, seriously? Took this long to get this? And then I didn't even use it because it's ugly. So yeah. And I don't know how I feel about the Jackal designs yet, because the Combat Evolved Jackals are some of the most unique looking Jackals. Jackals have looked pretty much the same since Halo 2. For a reason, they're good designs, but the Jackals in Combat Evolved had a lot of color variants and in their skin and their eyes and the mohawk, and they just looked I don't know, vicious. And I think my favorite redesign 343 did with Halo 4 are the Jackals, because they look like raptors or dinosaurs, and I like dinosaurs. They look vicious, like they would tear you apart. So yeah, and the bit that worries me a lot too is how much they're going to charge for this thing. They're putting it on PlayStation 5, right? Um, but MCC is not on PlayStation 5. So I'm hoping they don't charge more than 50 for it. But if they charge more for it than MCC, and somebody's like, hey, is this worth it? I just tell them to buy the MCC and play that instead. Because you get 5 games. Or 6 games. You get Combat Evolved 2, 3, ODST, Reach, and 4. So it's got to be around the $40 to $50 range, I think, to be really worth it because it's just the campaign. Um, they are changing some of the mission structures. They're changing the library a lot, which is fine because the library is a slog, especially if you play it on Legendary. That thing is a nightmare. So I don't mind them doing that to the library. But we'll see what happens. They are doing free bonus missions that take place before combat evolves, so we're either going to have stuff happening on like Reach and like showing us how Chief got to the Pillar of Autumn in the cryopod, um, or it'll be something else entirely, um, like a lead up to Reach or something. I don't know. But the presence of the Flood, I think, has been sorely missed. This is also the first rated mature Halo game since 4. I think 4 is rated M. Halo 5 and Infinite were both rated teen. So that's exciting and encouraging. Go with this one. Yeah. Because there we go. We'll clean this roof and then we'll call it a night. Hi, Ari. How are you, sweetheart? How are you doing? What are you talking about? You're okay? That's good to hear. Did you have something yummy to eat today? You're eating right now? Okay. You having tacos again? Well, that's clean. Just little spots on the roof now. Tiny. There we go. Oop. We had haystacks for dinner. I don't know. Um, they're technically called Hawaiian haystacks. They're a family tradition. My grandma made them a lot uh, for Sunday's dinners. It's rice and then cream of chicken, soup, gravy that you put on top, and then you just put um, whatever toppings you want on it: celery, red onion, olives, raisins, ham, dried chow mein noodles. It's kind of like curry in a way, I guess, but The gravy's just cream of chicken soup. Oh, there we go. You're still dirty. Yeah. Oh, up there. Dirty up. I keep pressing control to try to highlight stuff, but it's tab. Harry, you're eating food. I don't think that's a good time to spray you with water. There's no cat around here for me to spray. Like, okay, Harry. This game has a ton of collab maps. Yep, it does. I think Power Sim 2 is out now. Still dirty buttress. There we go. Window is dirty. Cool. Window frame dirty. Probably up there. Possibly. More thirsty than hungry, I guess. Alright. Where? Ah. Okay. This bit here before we end, because I'm it that it's dirty for next time. There we go. That one's clean. Dirty bits. Go. Okay. Well. This pedestal turning. Where's that at? There. Oh. Buttress. 30. Yes. Large board and head. Okay. All right. Well, let's find someone to read. Okay. We went a little later than I thought, but all right. That's fine. We did a nice ramble. I wanted to talk about the Halo reveal yesterday, but like made it D&D character. That didn't end up happening. Okay. I got it out of my system so far. For now. Let's see. My Art Papa is live. Or we haven't rated Jiro in a really long time. I think we'll rate Jiro because I haven't done that in forever. It's been probably 2 months at least. Alright, Joe's playing some Project Zomboid. Please give him a follow if you know already. He's a fellow bear. He's very sweet. Um, he'll say say so. Don't believe him. But thank you guys for being here with spending time with me tonight. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you for the Rachel the Phoenix. Thank you. So we question mark finished Streets of Rage 3 and played some Power Sim. We're almost done with that temple. Almost done with it. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. Take care of yourselves, get some food, get some water. I will see you tomorrow for Handcam ASMR. I might have to leave the light on and for Handcam for now until I get a lamp to put in the corner of my room. Just because this camera doesn't have a ring light, so it would just be very, very dark. It would just be the glow of my monitor and my my rock salt lamp here in the corner. So, yep. Gonna have to do some cleaning tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Good night. Take your brush your teeth, drink some water, eat something if you have any. Take your meds, do all your stuff. Good night, guys. Bye bye.